In this next class lesson, I want to take a closer look at the media browser window. This is something you're going to interact with a lot in the TriCaster. We've already seen it pop up a few times, but I think it's a good point now to show you a bit more about this window and how it presents information to you. So here we are in the TriCaster, and when we go and click on the plus sign for a media player, you can see we get this media browser window to open. Now I want you to notice it doesn't just appear here, it appears in lots of places. If I go and load a transition, which we've already seen, notice media browser window, we're going to see it appear in other places as well. And so let's take a closer look at what this window presents and how it presents it to you. The main things I want you to notice is that there are two sides of the window. There's a left side, which has this vertical list of options, and then you have the right side, which of course updates with whatever you click from on the left side. The important things to realize is that the left side of this window has organization built right into it. You notice this one says clips, then it says stills, then it says titles. This window is smart enough to only display the kind of media or elements that are valid for what you're trying to load. Now we're loading in a DDR, which takes almost anything. Let's take another example. Let's go to our sounds player and hit plus, and notice that it only shows audio on this left side. That's because a sounds player only plays audio files. You can't load clips, you can't load titles, you can't load media like still images into this player. So this window does not show you that information. Same thing if we go to a transition and load in here. We can see a few, but notice that stills and titles, for example, or audio doesn't show up because you can't load that into a transition. So the important part to realize here is that if you're trying to load a element or a piece of media into something and it's not giving you the option, then whatever you're trying to load isn't valid for the area of the TriCaster you're trying to load the media into. So just keep that in mind. Now, a few other things in here to let you know as well. You'll notice at the top of these windows is an option called Recent. Recent is always going to be the session you're currently in. And this will be anything that you have imported or recorded. So in the last video, we saw about importing clips into the TriCaster, and you'll notice if I go into recent, there are the two clips I just imported. And if I go under stills, there's the still I imported. That is for this session. And if I opened a different session, the recent folder would be pointing to that session's most recently done activities. Now, beyond that, you'll see any other sessions you're working with on the system. Now, in my case, I don't have many sessions to look at, but if I go to the one called VisU Training, because that's the session I'm currently in, you'll also find those same elements in here as well. And as the system is loaded with more sessions and more media, this window will expand, allowing you to use media from one session into another session very easily through this window. Something else that's available is a filter option. For example, if I go to this folder, you can see there's lots and lots of clips in here, and maybe I'm looking for something and it's hard to find. You can click where it says filter and type in what you're looking for. So maybe I know the clip I'm looking for has got the word spin in it. I can type that in and you'll see that it has hidden all the other clips except for ones that have the matching name for what I'm looking for. And now I could select that clip and use it. So spend a little time learning how the media browser window works. It's something you're going to interact with a lot in the TriCaster. And once you have a better idea of how it's displaying information to you, you can see how this will make it much easier to find media that you want to use inside your TriCaster session.